The struggles of life is real and the struggle for identity is real. The struggle to find meaning, the struggle to find happiness, that pain, that thing that always make people want to get direction, that pain of always want to belong somewhere, desire of always want to do something, and that desire of always want to be recognized. These are the common things that every man on earth faces, both those that are accomplished and those who are not accomplished. One thing I discovered to every peaceful and happy life is purpose. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Joshua Osei. What I do is that I help people find their path. I give directions to those who need directions in their career, their brand, and the things they want to do with their life. Identity crisis is something that we cannot overemphasize. Identity crisis is something that we cannot push behind because I have been there. I know what it takes to be in search of meaning. I know what it takes to be in search of happiness. Because if you have not found what really resonates with you, if you have not found what you really desire, one thing about the human state is that you can deceive every other thing else. You can deceive everyone around you, but you can never deceive your own self, because inside of us have that instinct and have that ability to tell ourselves that either we are saying the truth or we are lying. And that is one thing about the conscience of the human mind. Finding yourself, finding meaning is a general thing. If you are in that state and you discover that your life is not meaningful, or you are doing something before and all of a sudden you discover that you are disconnected from that thing, don't fight yourself against it. It is normal. Purpose is not something you force on yourself. Purpose is actually you aligning with your essence, which produces fulfillment. That thing that we call purpose is not something you can get at a glance. It's not something you can get as a whole picture. You can't get the whole picture. It's only God who has the whole picture. And you, as a human being who manufacture things, you are also the only one who have the whole picture in your mind. When you are asked what is your purpose and what is your life goal, do not be in pressure, do not be in haste to give an answer. People believe that if you are meant to be a footballer, you have to play football the rest of your life. If you are meant to be a speaker, you have to be a speaker the rest of your life. Let me tell you the truth. To some, they started as a speaker and they ended up as an actor. To some, they started as a speaker, they ended up as a musician. Why to some, they started as a musician, they ended up as a life coach. That is one thing about purpose. Purpose is expressive and is not rigid. With time, there are things that you think you know how to do. There are things that you think you ought to be doing. But as long as growth begins to come, many things begin to get clearer. Do not be boxed up by what you are being told. The second thing about purpose is that purpose is not given to you by somebody else. Purpose is not given to you by people's opinion. And purpose is not given to you by what you see online. It is something you discover within. A mentor can help you discover yourself. A coach can help you know who you are, can help you find a gift, a talent, or something that connects you with your destiny, that connects you with your purpose. But one thing is that nobody can decide your purpose for you. Nobody can decide who you are. Nobody can decide what you are, because nobody has that full definition of what you are, because they really don't know you. Nobody really knows you. When I was a child, I started as an artist. But as time goes on, I begin to discover more potential. I begin to discover what I ought to do. I begin to discover gifts and talents that are inside of me. I started as an artist does not mean that I should die as an artist. It does not mean that I must be an artist. Purpose is progressional. You might be a doctor watching me right now, but I tell you that in the next 10 years, you might find yourself that, no, I'm not supposed to be a doctor, because time and season changes. And you and I know that what is always constant is change. Change is always constant. One time I asked my mentor, I said, is it possible for purpose to change? He said, no, purpose does not change. Platform change. I later discovered that it is true that purpose don't change, but platform change. The means to achieve a purpose is not tied to one means, but there are different means to achieve a purpose. See, most of us, when we are starting out, we are only going for what is available. We are only going for people's opinion and suggestions. But if along the line you find yourself, don't be too shy to go back. Don't be too shy to redirect yourself, because that is where it gets crazier. Many people, all because of what people will say, they tend to follow that path continuously, even though at the detriment of their own fulfillment. If you are that kind of person, I don't want you to be in that kind of life. This channel is where I help people to find their path. Those who want to change career, those who want to move to the next stage of life, those who are in the middle of decision that's going to change their life. This is where I teach people how to make the right step and how to move. I teach you the clear step by step of discovering yourself, and this discovery will help you in your choices of the kind of business you run, the kind of life you live, the career path you choose. And even though you are trying to navigate the next career, I bring clarity to your mind. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share this video to as many people you think will need this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.